So I think we can start the meeting. We have a good count. Just 2 more here to join.
Hello everyone, good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
No energy.
Good morning, sir.
I heard good morning from only 3 or 4.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so who will help me recap about the last weekend session? Quick recap. Who wants to do a quick recap? One.
Actually, last week we started doing this data processing using the different, framework. So first we did the unstructured actually data processing. So first we did with the PyPDF, then we did with the docx processing documents, then with the pandas JSON file, how to process the JSON, and then with the HTML. And after that we did something on the regular expressions, how to filter the email, how to process an email. Then we did some text processing, and then we tried to read some CSV file, and then regarding some Twitter things we did. And on the next up we uh, worked on this different types of casing, like converting to lowercase, then how to remove the processing the text, basically cleaning the text, and then removing the punctuations and any stop words, and how to do the standardizing text, then how to do spelling corrections, and those sort of things basically. And finally it was lemmatization, and 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 uh, and after that I'm not sure if I'm missing anything.
We missed a thing. We started with the difference between structured and unstructured data, and then the applications of it. So that's what he missed.
Okay.
Good morning, it's Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna. Now, both Krishna and Amarnath together, did we complete the holistic view of what we completed?
We also learned about how to read the data from Twitter,
Yes.
lemmatization, and the main thing is we were learning about how to clean the data once we read it. So, like there were 10 or 12 points which we need to consider to clean the data.
Okay. Okay, good. I think you three covered 95% of it, which is great. Now, other than these three, who want to present your first assignment? So now you get it, right? The first you talk about things, the more safe you get. Again, first come, first serve here, right? The one who picks up first to talk, you have a choice to pick among the 4 to 5 assignments we had to talk about anything. So who is going next? Other than Amarnath, Krishna, and Nidhi.
Sir, I'm not in a position to talk. My children are attending the classes from the same room. I'm sorry for that, sir.
No problem. Hope you'll be able to listen well.
Sure.
Yes. So Ajaz, Aditya, who wants to go?
I can share my the assignment number 0, not 0, the notebook that I uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah, just a minute. I'm opening my Anaconda Navigator. Yeah. It's saying we need permission to share your screen.
Ajay, can you help here, please?
The permissions have been given, sir.
Okay.
Already.
I'll recheck once. Security and privacy screen recording to give permissions and start screen sharing. Okay.
Yes. Aditya, you were
Oh, sorry guys, I had to quit and reopen Chrome. So
okay.
it's able to share. Still. this one. Yeah. Just a minute.
Okay.
One data processing AI. I think. Yeah, this one only. So I was able to run the entire document like fully,
Okay. Okay.
and I got one error here during the this one. Import emoticons. So I think what I did was I downgraded the package to 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
So in the previous emoticons, it was working fine. The latest one was not completely, it was throwing full of errors. So I was able to execute the remaining things well. Sir.
No, you were able to execute. I agree.
Yeah.
But emoticons, was it covered, or emojis? Was it covered in the previous session?
You told me I told it to run the entire thing, right, sir?
No,
Day
it
one and
wasn't.
day two.
No, it was not covered. Server
Yes.
is stopped in between.
Correct. Correct.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
Okay.
thought day one and day two we are supposed to. That was an assignment. So yeah.
Correct. That was an assignment. But now I wanted you guys to come back. Hey, look, I see these things in the notebook, but that is not covered.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is to ensure that you guys have done it really well.
Okay.
Okay, good job. Good job. Okay.
Yeah.
Next assignment. Who wants to go? It shouldn't be about just running the notebook.
Hi, sir. Srivalsa here.
Yes, you also.
Yeah, so I would go with you had told us to solve the 60 problem, like regular expression problem.
Okay.
That was one of the assignment. I can
Put the email ID.
not the email ID. There was a book URL was given, and you had to
Okay.
search in that.
Yeah. So you solved it?
Yeah. I'll try to share my screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this was the problem. So like you had it as a 60 in the day one Jupyter notebook.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I had executed it. So the thing was like I had to make changes here in the first line of code, like to search for the starting, and for the first I have seen your actually your output what it was coming, and I had accordingly I have changed the regular expressions actually. So the first thing was like we had to get from the start to the first chapter, like till the second chapter
Mm-hmm.
starting. So so that was the first thing. So this function does that actually. So here I am like getting it. So I have got it till the first chapter actually. So second was like we wanted to get the number of das in that processed book. So I could get that actually. And we had to replace the I with like capital I with small I.
Mm-hmm.
No, small I with capital I actually. And the next was we had to get the count words with this thing, but actually we couldn't. We are not having any with two hyphens actually in the first chapter. So if we do a simple thing, I was getting the answer actually what you were supposed to do. So I had actually submitted both in the assignment section. So with two hyphen, we were not having any actually.
Okay, good. Fantastic. This is good.
That's it.
Yep. Now going to the next assignment. Quickly, we have another 7 minutes to complete all the assignments.
So if it were for the email ID regular expressions processing, I can show it, sir.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead.
Ganesh.
Yeah, Ganesh, go ahead.
So in the earlier examples, it was able to only process very standard email IDs. I have researched a little bit on the internet and then understood different aspects of the regular expressions. And based on that, I'm passing different types of strings, the standard ones, and also email IDs that have more domain and subdomains names, and also the additional non-alphanumeric characters. So with that, I'm able to extract those.
Okay, can you explain this regular expression?
Yeah. So this /b tells this is the beginning and the end, and this is the set of alphabets that can be capital, lower cases, the upper cases, lower cases numbers, and I can also have the digits, etc. Plus, we have this this @ symbol. So again, we have a similar processing of the alphanumeric characters. Then after dot, so we say that it can have the characters that end, and then we look at domain names that are repeated. Not completely internalized the thing. So with more practices, I think I'll be able to internalize so the combinations, permutation and combinations of the characters.
Okay, good. Next.
You want me to add any special email ID to test? I can do it.
This is good. This is good. We'll cover the more complex thing in NLP module.
Sure.
Fantastic. Okay. Next. What's the next assignment? What is the next assignment?
Read the Twitter content.
Yeah, it is Twitter.
Okay, right. Coming to the last Twitter part. Who was successfully able to do it?
Okay, I'll tell my thing. So I actually created a Twitter account, developer account, and I gave a use case asked for a permission to give me access for research and project purpose. I created request. It is still not approved. I created it more than approximately three days back. Still, it is not approved. There is a basic Twitter API available, but I am struggling to find out those keys, access keys. I'm not able to trace there. They're saying inside that dashboard you will be able to, but I'm not able to see it anywhere. So I'm stuck in that process.
So which means that it's not approved for you. You cannot see it until it's approved.
Yeah, so I can share my screen if you want me to see what I did.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else who got approved?
Sir, I can do that.
Yes, please.
Even I got it, but it is like a essential account. I did not get for elevated account.
Are there two different, Nidhi? I thought,
I mean,
though
like
Akshay
once
said,
I created a developer account on the Twitter, then I executed the code which was given by Sir, replacing my keys. So the error was coming like you have essential account and this is not applicable with the essential. If you want to execute this particular API.search, then you have to have the elevated account. Then I started creating elevated account, but it is asking like a long questionnaire. I submitted. Then again there was like questions from them. Then I searched on the Google and everything, and then I found like we can go with the client dot search recent tweets. That worked with the essential account.
yeah, I too have the same client related only, but at some point what happened was, sorry if I'm taking time, I'll just close it. The further errors revealed that like I'm done for the day's quota, something like that. So it was not
Yes.
able to retrieve beyond the execution.
Yes.
You continue, Didi, we can discuss
Correct.
it.
Correct. Obviously, it has a lot of limitations, right? Obviously, it's for students who want to learn. Now, if you want to go beyond the certain limits, it kind of blocks you or throws you an error.
Correct, sir.
Yes. So were you able to download any at least few sentences or few words?
Sir, Krishna said I'm sharing the screen, so I imported this TWP here. I have removed here the keys here, but it was working for me. I commented out the code for the API callings, and then I created a client here.
Okay.
I gave some query as news, and then I limited it for the 10, and then I fetched the tweet and then try to print it. I did it for like Ukraine, and then I did something for India, and then I had this. It was working for me.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
scroll up. Scroll up. What did you give in those access keys?
So I had my access keys downloaded from my Twitter account.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you masking
So
it here, or like you didn't want this to be run repeatedly, Krishna?
it's here. I have everything here, but then I just want to share it to the public. So that's why I've written that remove after running the code.
Yeah,
Oh.
I understood, Krishna. Thanks for that sharing that details. But thing is that what do you find that which tab you find that? I'm struggling to figure out that. I mean, just I don't want me to show you everything, the code and everything, so that what can you guide where to find that?
On the Twitter account, when you create the application, you need to go to the application. There only it shows like these are your keys.
Yes.
Amar, you have to search for, was it Amar who is asking? You have to search for Twitter developer login and login. If you search for the regular
Can I
Twitter
share my
login, then
screen? I think I had that idea. So if you don't mind, can I share my screen taking few minutes so that probably others also will get the idea, whoever is going to create after me.
Okay, you can do that.
Right? Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please let me know if you can see my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
yeah, go to products.
Why do you see products?
Products on the left.
Yeah, here it is. I've opened it this Twitter. So this is the essential account. I don't see any key in here. Then I created a request for this academic research, and I see it is pending. It is still not approved yet. I guess it should show in this tab only, right? Just to confirm, I'm asking.
Amarnath, there is another application for elevated access. I have sent a link on the WhatsApp. So the essential gets approved. Actually, mine also got approved in one day. But for elevated, there's another application which needs to be made.
So I did it for actually this academic research. No, it is not approved yet. But my question is, where do I find the key? In this tab only or where?
Okay.
Ganesh? Sorry, Krishna?
It
Okay,
was
so
somewhere on
thing
this
is,
page only.
no, hold on. I will show you my screen. It will be easier for you to follow.
All right. Yeah, I'll stop sharing my
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm taking it over. Let me know once you see the screen.
I can see a screen here.
Okay. So that's developer.twitter.com. Here, I created one application. Simply, I named it something, whatever you want to do. Just create an app. By default, it comes under a project, right?
Yeah.
I can create more apps. And then when I created this, I just clicked here. Then this details page will come on the top. On the right, there is a second thing called keys and tokens.
Oh,
So
there
you
you.
click here on the keys and tokens. And then
Okay.
I don't want to regenerate mine because I already have everything with me saved. Otherwise, it will change it.
Okay.
Yeah. So from settings also you can go, but then this is the right way, keys and tokens.
I think he has not created the application.
Yeah. I'm not seeing actually. I have not created it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have completely fully approved account. Yeah, it's okay.
And Krishna, this is essential or elevated account?
This one is essential one, but then afterwards, after 2 days, I got my elevated account.
2 days.
Yeah.
Krishna, didn't they ask you like the question, share the link to your profile from the university or something?
No, I had some mail exchange with them, and then it was done.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is the V2. I can use it actually, but then I'm not using it now. I'm just using the client only.
Okay, we are done with assignment discussion time. Sorry to stop you, but since we have more to cover today, let's focus now. Amarnath, can you start sharing your screen?
You wanted to share my screen, Akshay? There is a lot of noise actually.
Oh, then I think Amit, you can yourself do it.
No, not my, yeah, my home also a lot of noise, but there is some other. I can start sharing my screen if you.
Oh, so last time Amarnath was a good host. Now who want to be a good host?
I can do that again if needed.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Now let's start with how do you convert text to features? Okay. Now what is one-hot encoding? Can someone explain?
If we have some categorical variables, we can simply, the machines only understand zeros and ones or the numbers. So it's better if we just convert them in zeros and ones.
Okay. So you are saying
Yeah.
now this text will be treated as categorical features and you convert them into 0 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now
There's one more interesting thing when we use this get dummies. The thing is there is no order. So you can't say that one is bigger than other. There's no such thing as greater or less than, something like that. So that information is lost even if it was there.
So I don't follow you, Krishna. Can you repeat again?
Okay, so for example, suppose that there is something called car, then say there is something called truck, and then there is something called bike. internally you may think that, okay, bike will be the cheap, car will be the costly, and truck will be more costly. So you might have an order in your mind. But since when you say get dummies, and then it sees that, okay, so there are a total number of 3 things. So the max you can have is one, and one. But then I'm just assuming that one person can own either a bike, either a car, or a truck. So in that case, either, so for example, if a bike, so it's 0, 0, and 1, right? So so the encoding happens actually, but then the order kind of information that you had is lost once you drop the column that contains this categorical data. In that case, only you have the one hot encoded data. There's no such thing as order or cost or something like that. The meaning is lost. It's just number. Did you get it now?
Yeah, I got it. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Hello?
Are you clear?
Yeah. So, if you don't mind, can I put a question here? Can I do it if it is a multi-class classification problem? Instead of 0, 0, 1, can I do it like 0, 1, 2? So, for 0 it is, then that order will be maintained, right?
That's a challenge. You are putting some weight.
Why you want to maintain the order? My first question.
I'm just asking if that to make the distinction instead of 0, 0, 1, I can also say like 0, 1, 2, 3, even if it is more than 3 classes or 4 classes. So I can maintain 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. That order we can.
No, order you can maintain, but what sir wanted to say is why you want to tell a machine learning algorithm that something with a bigger number has got a higher weightage. I mean, you are giving this data upfront itself to the learning algorithm that someone with a 0 has got least weighted and with the value as 10 has got the highest weightage.
No. I'm not talking. This number, it is not for weightage. It is just to distinguish in terms of which class it represents. Instead of 100, I mean 0, 0, 1. I'm just saying I'll say it is 0. For other next class, it will be instead of 0, 1, 0. I'll say it is 1. Instead of, then it is for 1, 0, 0. I'll say it is 2.
Sir, I cannot explain more. You have to take it over.
Now, I've seen some programming they're doing like that. So
Okay, so Amarnath, can we come back to this question in the later day?
Yep.
Okay, great. So now, moving next. Yes. So here you can use dummies, which considers it as a categorical variable and gets you one-hot encoding as an outcome. Right? Now, the below one is a good example. You have 2 sentences. Now you want to do one-hot encoding for this. Now, how do you write your own function or set of code to it? Right? So what is the first task to do in one-hot encoding? Create the bag of words. Once you have the bag of words, all you need to do is for a particular sentence, if that word is available in that sentence, you mark it as 1, otherwise 0. That is what this whole code is doing here. Okay, so once your bag of words is created, go next. Right, so wherever it says 1, you just append it. Wherever it sees that sentence 1, otherwise 0. So bag, case. So if you look at it, case and case, if I would have done data cleaning properly, it should have just considered 1. Now it is repeating. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Clear? Now, what you want to be changed in this code so that instead of appending 1 and 0, it appends the count of times that word is repeated, which is our count vectorizer. What we need to change in the code? First,
Um,
back of words you need to create as usually. But then instead of taking it as 1 and zeros, you need to take the count. So where would you change the code so that you take the count instead of 1 and zeros?
So all the words we need to change the case probably. All need to change the uppercase and lowercase.
No,
And then
that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
I think in the append you can make
Sir,
a counter here.
no, sir. I think that this doc, I can make it as a dictionary, and the word should be the keys, and then a dot get plus add each.
Correct.
Plus add one on each.
Correct.
Right.
Now scroll down. Scroll down. Yes, using count vectorizer. The best and easiest way is there is a count vectorizer function already, which you can use from sklearn. Okay. Now scroll down. Here is a function which will help you do that. Right. Again, it's written in a different way so that you understand what are the different possible ways of doing the count vectorizer. One is you can change the existing code to change it. So now assignment number 1, use the code for 1 encoding, which has been used for 1 encoding, and changed the code over there to be used for count vectorizer.
So this part we have to change it.
No. Above. Still
This
fill
one?
up. Yes. This and the above one. Yes. So here you are doing back of words plus 1 encoding. Now you should do back of words plus count vectorizer using the similar kind of logic.
Krishna, can you tell the cell number?
Yes, 28.
Okay.
Everybody clear with the assignment? Now, how many of you were able to run 1 encoding? Both the approaches. One is get dummies, the other one is custom, writing our own function.
I can do that.
Everybody was able to run it? Any questions?
able to run, yeah.
Any doubts, any questions on the code?
So this, this bag of words, right? From where you are teaching that? You have to teach the machine, right?
No, you don't have to teach. All you need to do is you need to just extract unique, words.
Okay. With the same code, right? With the same code, if there is a dump of some logs, right? Example, dump of logs. In that logs, right, it will be thousands of lines. I'm interested only on some of the keywords which requires for me, which is useful for me. So those things, can we use the same code for getting the keywords and how many numbers of keywords are there in that?
Yes, exactly. You can do that, but just that you need to add one more filter, wherein write a small code to pick only those words which are in this list. So in that list, you give all your words.
We can import the text. We need to import the text and get it done, right?
Okay. So next, how many of you are able to run count vectorizer and also go to the second part of the code? This is easy. You are just using the library. Go to the second part of the code where you have to write it custom. Yes. Can anyone explain me how this code is working? Any
I can try for the first one.
Yes.
So you are giving it a list, and it already has got this one filtered vocabs. It's again some iterator of words, and then you are trying to get each word out of it. And if that word is present in the past in list, simply getting a count and trying to append it to this list.
Correct. Next.
Unique sequence. Okay, you're creating a set. So whatever you add, if it's duplicate, will be removed automatically.
Yes, set
Or
has the capability to remove the duplicates.
yeah. So you can add here any number of times, but then the occurrence will be one here. So
okay. Then
it's unique.
then stop word special characters. You just want to remove them. So you are putting it here. Right now, I think adjust to your question. I'm not sure if it was adjust or someone else. There you can put your words, right? Words of interest. And then the below, if you see for W in vocab, if W not in stop words and W not in special characters. And then you can add one more and if W in selected words.
Sure.
Got it? Yes. So then you lower all of it, then you split it, and then finally you get the words from vocab. And then finally vectorize them using the above function to get vectorized format. Clear on count vectorizer, everybody is able to run it.
Yes.
Okay, good. Go to next. There is another type of running code, count vectorizer. Okay. Now you don't worry about this bigram, diagram.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sorry to interrupt. I have a question.
Yes, please.
In the previous one, so whatever the count vectorizer is doing, same thing we are doing from scratch using the vector function and the unique function, right?
Correct. Correct. Set function, yes.
Yeah. Okay, set function. So it is one is like using the inbuilt method, and another one is like using the count vectorizer. Another one is from scratch.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So what is your question here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand both are doing same.
Okay. Yeah, both doing same. Yes. Now the next one, if you look at the next one, even that is doing same. Right? I'm just trying to explain you the different ways of doing it. The same thing. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. So you can ignore this method, bigram, diagram, and all of it. The third one, that anyways will be part of NLP again. Okay. Now next, sklearn again. You have count. This is fourth type of doing again count vectorizer. You can just go through yourself, right? Now, scroll down. Okay, n grams by gram diagram. Can anyone take a guess what is gram? Now, I'll share my screen. 1 second.
I can give it a guess.
Yes, please.
So, for example, here written a word. Again, same questions. So if it's 1, it will be again same question. It will be like bigram, then again same questions like this. And if it's a trigram, then again same questions will be 1 only.
Fantastic.
So it's like 1, 2, 3. So it's NC3 actually.
Yes.
Total bag combinatorial number of grams with the combinations.
Correct. How many of you understood that? Fantastic. Fantastic job. How many of you have understood it? You want me to explain?
Yeah, that will help, sir.
Yeah, okay. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
We can see your screen.
Okay. I like NLP a lot. Okay. This is my sentence. Okay. Now, if I want to do unigram, it will be tokens. Tokens is what? A single word. I like NLP a lot. If I want to get bigram tokens, it will be I like NLP a lot. Got it? If it's trigram, are you clear? Are you clear with this?
Yeah, I can understand with the example, but where it is used, some practical scenarios on.
Wonderful. I love such type of questions. Now, simple, very simple. Don't you think these two words should always be used together?
Yes.
Correct.
To get the meaning.
Yes, if I use them in single like this unigram, the meaning gets changed completely. Because then there won't be any relationship between not and good. Correct? One more example.
So, like if we directly apply one hot encoding, so the not and good, that will be like 2 words. So
Correct.
can we do like first do the unigram or like a bigram, diagram, whatever we want, and then apply the one hot encoding? Okay, okay.
That's the point.
So yeah, so then also I'm getting one doubt here, like how do you decide what to choose using diagram and which one to choose using unigram? Like in a sentence, probably you make the others also will become like one word, right?
I think everybody in this room is way too brilliant. Very good. So again, for everybody else who have not understood what this question is, okay, I'll see. Okay, for taking care of not good and New York kind of examples, I do bigram. But don't you think rest of the words which make meaningful uh, word in just a single word, single token, why I want to do bigram for that? That is his question. Correct?
Yes,
So,
yes, that's the question.
so two things. One is either you will create a dictionary, right? From your experience, you will learn a lot. Or either in the Google you would see the dictionary which has been created for all such kind of words. So only for such words, such words in this dictionary, you will do the bigram. Rest all you will do unigram. First thing, clear? Or if you don't want the concept of bigram, all you do is you create a dictionary of this, and wherever you see this, you make it a single word by doing this. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, but it needs a lot of processing, right? First,
Yeah.
you iterate through the whole text, then you find all the conjugate words, and if you find not and good next to each other, then you do that not as good. I mean, and then you have to do it for all the words in the dictionary. So, or yeah, I mean, it needs, in my opinion, looks like a lot of processing.
Okay.
Is it within the context of this sentence, like the previous and the next, that kind of thing?
Sorry?
So, like in a sentence, it could be a implementation where I'm not finding a paired word. I'm picking a previous word. Like for example, in the second one, bigram. So, is it necessary, or there has to be a dictionary of some things like not good, good kind of things?
Still didn't get you. Can you please come again?
Okay, so like for the bigram, we started pairing like and towards like I like, then like NLP, NLP, then a lot. Now, in this, the order, is there a significance of this kind of orders that it has to be like always the preceding and the succeeding sentence, and in the
Correct.
last one?
Correct. So you cannot do it like this, right? You cannot do it INLP. It doesn't make sense because there is no relation between I and NLP. The whole concept of bigram, trigram comes into picture because of such edge cases. Right? What's the point in doing like this? Tell me.
Sajas, it may technically sound okay for what you asked, but English, given its structure of, for that matter, language for that structure, it follows something like this, right? So we have a noun, verb, and object. So if I use any combination, then the meaning can go wrong. For example, uh, Rama killed a dog, right?
Correct.
But if I choose to do a different order, then at some point, the statement also may become a dog killed
Correct.
Rama, right? So
Yes. Yes.
so that sequence matters.
Correct. So even if you see it here, we are nowhere doing a bigram or diagram without sequence. It's against the law of NLP.
Okay.
Okay. So
but
this
I guess
is
your question is valid. I mean, also if you are asking, because I mean, in which combination we are choosing words, I think this is about the first three words, next three words, and next three words, and so on. So I think that's what this approach is. Okay, sir, I have a question, Ganesh here. So just to keep the list more compact, the phrases that end with an article like a and, right? So those things can be ignored because they will not make a meaning. While the first and the third that we're showing on the Excel gives a lot of meaning. So can we filter them out, like because a word that ends with an uh, article like will not make much sense, sir?
Absolutely. That's where in your you do text cleaning first and then you do feature processing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what you learned in day one, you will be doing first always. So I'll tell the sequence. First, read the data. You know how to do it. Second, clean the data. You know how to do it. Third, convert text into features, which you're doing now. Is it clear?
Right, sir.
Okay. Krishna, over to you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now go scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Yes, here are simple codes. So text blob has this functionality where you import text blob and then pass the text into the text blob. No, yes. Yeah, pass the text into the text blob and then say what grams you want. One is unigram, two is bigram, three is unigram. Or if you want both, right? 1, 2 will give you both unigram and bigram. 2, 2 will give you just the unigrams. Oh, sorry, just the bigrams. Clear? Very easy, very easy. So similarly, you can directly apply count vectorizer using this grams, right? If you want both bigram diagram or unigram bigram, now tell me if I want bigram and diagram together, what should be my parameters there within range?
1, 2, 3.
So 1, 2, 3 is for unigram, bigram, and diagram, all three. If I just want bigram and diagram,
2, 3.
yes. Clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. Next. Now skip all of this. Skip all of this. All of this will again be part of coming to TF-IDF. Now, can someone help me with the honest efforts, or probably everybody in this room? Just Google. It's a simple mathematical formula. It's a very simple mathematical formula. Don't read what is given here. You can do it later. But assume you're in some project work at your office and you have been asked to do TF-IDF. What do you do first? You just go to Google, try to learn about TF-IDF, and then search for the code for TF-IDF and then implement it. This is what everybody does. Now assume you are in some project work and you have been asked question about what is TF-IDF. I'll give you 5 minutes. And you guys should make me understand what is TF-IDF. Okay? Your time starts now. And Krishna, you can unshare your screen. I want everybody to put their honest efforts.
Okay. I think I can explain it already.
Good, good. But take 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, again, we'll
Okay.
go into depth, Krishna. Go into depth.
Yep.
And again, we are doing this exercise because I'm preparing you. See, today it's 1 out 10 coding, count vectorizer, TF-IDF. Tomorrow it will be word embedding. And once you start doing some real-time projects on this, there are some new techniques which are coming in. AI is evolving so fast. Now, do you again come back to raise and say that after your graduation, oh, you didn't teach me this? Would you be able to teach me? No. AI is growing so much that every day there is new technique, new concept, new library coming in. So I want everybody to have this capability to explore, learn, and implement yourself. So that is what I'm trying with this TF-IDF. I'll just give you 5 minutes. It's easy. If you know mathematics, you would crack it in no time. School mathematics. Okay. So your time starts now. So Krishna, you can unshare your screen and
Yeah.
we'll exactly do regroup at or unmute at 11:13.
Sure, sir.
Sir, can I start speaking?
We have 1 more minute. Yes, who wants to go?
Can I go?
Yes, Samana.
All right. So the TF stands for so in a
No.
sense.
Share your screen and explain on a notepad or Excel.
Notepad. Okay. So I was basically going through this link, Wikipedia, and it helped me to understand something. Can I explain from this example, if you don't mind?
Yeah, please.
Right. So you can see here there are two documents here, and this is having this two sentence. This is a sample, and then this is another sample. So what it is trying to do here to find EF. So basically, EF stands for term frequency of that of the what this in this document, and then again in document 2. So here term frequency of this in D1 is 1 by 5. So why it is 1 by 5? You can see here this has appeared here once, okay, and in this same sentence A has appeared 2 times, and that way there are total term count is here 5, 1 1 2 2 2 4 and plus 1 5, and here this occurrence is 1. So the frequency term frequency of this will be in the sentence is 0.2. Same way in the second sentence, this is not the, I think I didn't form the sentence correctly, but as per this what document 2, the another an example here 2 and 3, and this and each is 1 1 each. So here the term frequency for this in the second sentence again will be 1 by 7, because 1 1 2 2 4 plus 3 7. So it is approximately it is coming around 0.14. So this is the term frequency of what this in these two documents, or you can think about these are like two sentences. Okay, right. Now it is coming to find IDF, and IDF stands for inverse document frequency. So what is then IDF? IDF is something like the constant per purpose. So an account for the ratio of the documents that included the. So basically, it is talking about the ratio of documents. Okay, so documents. So it is trying to find out what is the uh, importance in lame term I can think of the word these having in these two documents, or you can think of it as a two sentences. Okay, and how the formula that we are using here, these and IDF is this, and D here like the documents, number of documents, and here this is the word. So what is the frequency of this in these two documents? So in each cases it is here 1 that is total 2 times this has been occurred, right? And how many documents we have? 2 documents. And so to find out inverse document frequency, we need to take logarithm and divided here we are dividing the number of times the word is present by the number of times the number of documents. So here in this case both are 2, right? Documents are 2 or sentences are 2 you can think of, and these also 2, so it is 2 by 2. Now everyone we know that log of 1 is 0. So in this case the inverse document frequency is 0. So,
Can you explain what is DF? Like what do you mean by DF? How to find the DF?
document frequency.
So DF is for example, if you are finding the importance of word in particular subject, I can just explain an example like biology. And some word is very, very common over a corpus of documents of 100 documents. Then suppose if it appears in 50 documents out of 100, then DF is a logarithm of 50 where the word appears upon the total number of documents. That is log 1 by 2. But if the word appears everywhere, then it will be 100 by 100, that is 1. So it's a negative penalty that this word is so common, so it should not be very important because it is found everywhere in all the documents of that corpus.
Guys, the formula for IDF is not correct, it seems to me. It should be log of n by df plus 1 and not n by df.
No, usually they put 1 plus log upon log of n upon this thing df. The 1 plus is done because they don't want to make it 0 if the document is found everywhere. So it is 1 plus log of such thing.
No, what I'm saying is it should be log of n by df plus 1.
My question was like, what is DF, and then why should we take IDF? Why we are calculating the IDF here? That's what I'm supposed to ask, but I did not get properly.
Yeah, so my response was to your question actually, Krishna.
Yes.
That why we are calculating is that if we are looking at a corpus of document and the word is found everywhere in all the documents, then it is not an important word. That is a theory. So that's why we are taking logarithm of number of documents where the word occurs upon total number of documents.
That you are explaining IDF or DF?
Okay, I heard it as IDF. That's why I'm explaining IDF. Now DF is the frequency of word inside one document. So like the word appears 50 times in a total number of words is 1000. It is 50 upon 1000, something like that. So basically you are analyzing one document in a corpus of 100 documents and you are trying to ascertain what is the weightage of this word in this document of the size 1000 words. Okay, so you are not ascertaining based on only on the frequency inside that document, but you apply it over a corpus of documents.
Okay. Yeah. Amarnath, you can continue. I got it.
Yeah. So I'm not. I understand Kaushik. I think Kaushik's question and Amit's I understood somehow, but I think Krishna's question I don't have answer how to represent that idea with the terms of log. I'm not sure this formula is correct or not. Okay. So sir, you can comment in the chat. But the bottom line is then what is TF-IDF? I told about up to IDF. So from bottom, then what is TF-IDF? TF-IDF is like the importance of the word 0. Okay, sorry, this the importance of the word this in both the documents. That means if this word is significant or not. The main purpose of calculating TF-IDF is to identify or find out if a particular word is significant or important or not between the two documents in this case, suppose. So what we are doing here, we have multiply TF with the IDF. So now we have already calculated this thing, right? IDF is 0. So in both cases, if you multiply TF with the IDF, it will be 0, right? And since it is 0, we can conclude that this what they're saying is what is not very informative as it appears in all the documents. I think yeah, Namid also was talking on the same line. Yeah, that is the thing. That's what I understood. That's it from that's it.
And when we are going to this example, just be there, Amar. On the example, yeah, now we are examining the example word. So in the first document, I understand it is 0 by 5. In the TF for document 2, it is 3 by 7. But why IDF is 2 by 1? Isn't it should be like 3 by 1? Number occurrence. The log of occurrence of the word in both the document and divided by the number of document. So example is occurring 3 times in document 2. So shouldn't it be like 3 by 1?
Yeah, looks like so.
Wow. You guys are geniuses. Okay, forget about all of this. Can anyone tell me why this is better than one-hot encoding or counter vectorizer? If it is better. If you say no, it's not good at all, one-hot encoding is better. Why?
See, one-hot encoding is just converting it to a number form, which is some tokens are there, right? Whereas this is giving me the importance of a word, as per whatever I read this now in 5 minutes, in a particular subject.
Correct. So two important things TF-IDF does. What is that?
It is finding the importance in context of not just the immediate context, but on the whole body of documents. That if something is very, very common, let's eliminate it.
It is finding the importance of a word across all the document which we are going to analyze.
Yes. Okay. So this TF-IDF is like PCA. Have anyone heard of PCA?
Yeah.
No. I'm new to Python, so I don't know.
No. It's not Python related. It's mathematics statistics related. And you might have.
Are you talking about the principal component
analysis? Yes.
Okay.
Wasn't it covered in linear algebra?
It was touched upon, sir.
Correct. I mean, so I'm expecting it to be touched upon. That's it.
Yeah. So cosine of those vectors on a principal axis is right.
Yeah. You'll go in detail in that in PCA in your machine learning module. Okay. So now what does PCA does at a high level? It captures. Now suppose let's say what happens when you're trying to build a model, machine learning model, there are thousands of features, independent variables. Okay. Now for us, you'll not have maybe memory to or computation power to run on all the 1,000 features. You want to bring down 1,000 features to 10 features. Now, out of 1,000 features, selecting important 10 is very hard. So what principal component does, it selects based on the combination of the words.
Sorry, can you repeat that, the last portion?
So PCA selects features by combining them. Okay, when I say combining them, okay, for let's say there are A, B, C, D, 4 features. Now it will take 20% of A, 10% of B based on what is contributing to the target variable. So don't worry, don't get into details of it. It's anyways covered in ML. Now coming back to fundamentals. So what TF-IDF does is it helps you extract the only important features. You're getting my point? It will try to emphasize. So here previously, if you look at it, right, all your values were either 0, 1 or whole number 1, 2, 3 if you take the count vectorizer. But now here your values will range from 0 to 1, correct? Or it can take any decimals. Are you clear? So now in document 1 and 2 here, this and these I definitely want to get rid of them. Don't you agree with me?
Yeah.
Correct? Because it's there in every other document. What is the value it's bringing into me? Are you clear?
Yeah.
Are you clear about the business side of it? Why TF-IDF was invented?
Yes, yes.
Right? So now at least it depends on again use cases, right? Suppose let's say there are some search engine you are building or whatever, right? Maybe different application where every word is important to you. You don't want to eliminate this also. Then one-hot encoding is the best way. So again, it depends on use case to use case. Clear?
Right.
Yes?
Yeah.
What is next? Any doubts, any questions on TF-IDF? Any doubts, any questions? Any doubts?
I'm trying to think, sir, beyond search, what could be the use cases of this?
No. That's an assignment number 2. You don't have to do it now.
Okay.
Think of it where
No, not doing.
Okay.
Try
Yeah.
to understand the application of this.
Yeah. Okay. So assignment number 2 is what are the in which applications TF-IDF will help us, and which applications it won't help us. So that's your assignment number 2. Okay.
What
Now,
was the assignment 1? Sorry, I missed that.
assignment number 1. Anyone wants to recap?
Yeah. So you need to recode the bag of words and the count vectorizer.
Okay.
From scratch using one-hot encode code.
Yeah.
Can stop sharing your screen.
What is log 1?
Log 1?
0.
0, yeah.
Yes. So what is it trying to do exactly?
It is giving the weight if it is everywhere. So it is giving the weight 0 to that.
Correct. So that's why you use log there. You understood the importance of log?
No, sir. I actually I didn't understood that why they are using rubber band.
Okay. First of all, what is TF? What is TF? Which term frequency?
Yeah, TAP is a ratio in which you are finding out the number of times the word is repeating in a sentence or a document.
Okay. Divided by?
Divided
Number
by
of words.
Yeah, how many words are there in a document?
So what this is giving you?
Given
the term frequency, how many times the word has repeated. TF is very simple.
Yeah. So it is giving me some numbers in some. It will be probably in points. Some number it will be there.
No. Let me once you're able to see my screen. I think people have still not got TF-IDF. TF will help you give the importance of the word. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, how? Okay, let's say there are 10 words in your document. Okay, and then there is a word NLP. Okay, and NLP has repeated thrice in this 10. So what is 3 TF for
3 by
NLP?
10.
3 by 10.
So what is this trying to do? What this is trying to do? So it will give you just the percentage of it.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
So this will get 0.3, which means that this has the highest weightage. Suppose let's say there is another word which is machine learning ML, and it is 2. So all you are doing is you are converting into percentage by using the number of words in the document as a denominator. So TF will give you importance of word. Right? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what is IDF? Log of
Number of documents in which the word occurs upon total documents.
why we are doing this? So TF is more focused on a particular document or a sentence. Okay. So TF will try to give the importance of the word in a particular document or a sentence or a row. IDF will try to penalize for the most commonly repeated words across the documents. Are you clear?
Yes.
Clear? So you get the importance of NLP here, which is 0.3, but then you see that NLP is repeated in every other document, which you identify through IDF. So when you multiply TF IDF, you get 0.3 into 0 because it will be 1 by 1 or 3 by 3 or whatever. You get it as 0, which means that NLP doesn't have any value. Are you clear now?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes? That's how simple AIML is. Trust me. I mean, I'm proud of this batch because I just gave you 5 minutes and most of you are able to understand TF IDF.
Yes, sir. Sir, sorry again. The concept I'm not able to comprehend is why we for IDF, right? Why we are taking logarithmically scaled inverse function? Like why we are using log? That is my question.
Okay. Now tell me, how do you penalize something? How do you get to 0? You tell me. Okay. You tell me. The word is repeated across both the documents. And I want to penalize it. How do I get to 0? What if I do to a number that gives me 0?
I have to start reducing from 100.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. I couldn't hear you. Come again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I'm saying that we need to start reducing it. As simple as I can say.
Yes, correct. What does log do? Okay, forget about all of this here. Tell me what.
That's what
What
my
is
question was.
Sorry?
Yeah, my question was exactly that. Like why we are using log.
I mean, yeah, forget about why were you using log here. My question back to you is, what does log do? What does log do?
It brings the value to close to 0.
How?
So if you have some big number, if you apply the log, it will bring down the number to closer, basically closer to 0.
See, it expresses the number in form of power to the base. So
Correct.
like if the base is 10, then it is giving you the powers of the 10 by
Correct.
bits.
So
So
both
that's how
are
it is reducing.
yeah, both are telling the same thing. Correct. That's how it is reducing. Now all we are using log here is to reduce the effect of it, reduce the effect of penalization. Imagine if you want to multiply by big numbers.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. Now I think we spent too much time on TF-IDF. Anyways, now quickly, can someone share the screen, or probably back to Krishna? Let's see how difficult or easy it is to implement. Should we write this formula from scratch in Python? Let's have a look. Over to you, Krishna.
Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll down. I mean, ignore. Yeah, okay. Finally, you're in TF-IDF. Yes. So you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about what formula is. Other than if you just want to crack some interviews, I doubt anybody even asked an interview also. All you need to do is scroll up. You have a formula. Sorry, you have the sklearn library from where you will import TF-IDF vectorizer. You just initialize first the TF-IDF vectorizer. First code is called as initialization, and then you fit on your text data. Are you clear? So you have 3 lines of code: importing the library, initializing the model, running the model. Importing library is import TF-IDF vectorizer. Initializing is where you assign an object to the initialization TF-IDF vectorizer, and then you do dot fit transform. You pass the text on which you want to do TF-IDF vectorizer, and finally you get the output. It's a matrix. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yes. So implementation is way more easier than the concept. Clear? Now scroll down. Yeah, ignore the next parts. You don't have to focus on this. Ignore it. We'll touch upon all of this in NLP again, NLP module. So previously we had 4 days allocated for this module, right? Now it's been reduced to 2. So that's the reason we are putting few things in NLP module. Anyways, in NLP, that was revision previous time. Now you learn new things in NLP. Okay. Word embeddings, no, we are not touching it. Very complicated topic. We'll do this on day 1 of NLP. Okay.
Sir, why the number of days has been reduced?
I think Shinu ma'am mentioned, right? It's because of AICT and all of those regulations.
They
So we
don't
had
want
to.
us to learn more.
I'm here, Akshay Krishna. We are actually shocked. Instead of increasing the number of credits, AICT, I think all IITs are following 72 credits. Earlier, we had put about 94 credits to the program, so it was quite rigorous. But now they have asked us to not to go beyond 72 credits. So, in fact, we had a big protest and hue and cry in Board of Studies and all that. But that is why we are compressing, but without taking away much. So focus on the projects and all that, so you don't miss important learnings, right?
Exactly. Right now, Krishna, with this, right, when I say reduction, we are not skipping on any topic, right? And again, we are not rushing through concepts, right? Did we ever rush through any of the concepts from day one till now? No, right? So some of these parts were repeating in NLP module previously. Now we are ensuring, okay, we are reducing that duplicacy.
I got it, sir.
Okay, all right. So now we'll go on a break for 15 minutes. But in your break, take 10 minutes of break, but 5 minutes I want your time on. Okay, we are good with text. Now we understand difference between structured and unstructured. Within unstructured, we went into depth of text data, the first type of unstructured data, wherein we know how to read text data, we know how to clean text data, and we know how to convert text into features, which needs to be used into models. So this is the overall journey of text data. Now, you must be wondering, we have almost completed 1.5 days and we are still in text. We are left with audio, we are left with image, we are left with video. And we just have more than half a day left. If you're taking 1.5 days just for text, then imagine we need 5 more days to complete other 3. Not really. If you're thinking so, not really, because the rest of them are very easy, very straightforward. Okay, text is the bigger chunk. The rest of them, it's
The
if you
thing
know.
is like image, audio, video, everything will be represented in the text format in the
No,
computer.
no. Audio, yes, you are right. Audio, same
Audio.
as text. Just one line of code and you are done with audio, which we will be seeing after break. And then images, yes, it will take time, but if you know images, video is as good as images. You are right.
Sir, I think we will be good with images because Mr. Sima sir has taught us metrics very well.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
No, you should be good. Images, I think, again, they're pretty straightforward. Okay. So
Yeah.
now spend some time, 5 minutes, on understanding about audio data. What are the applications of audio data? Why audio data needs to be processed? Why we need to build a model on audio data? Clear? So before we get deeper into the audio data, bit of trigger points or motivations or applications, whatever you want to call it. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. So let's start our break and meet exactly at 12. And we'll start with the motivations of why audio data is important, and then we'll see into how to implement it. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
So can we continue with the session?
Hello everyone. I'm so sorry I got another call. I had to go on. So why audio data is important? Yes, why audio data?
Large amount of data is conversational
Okay.
or IVR kind of thing. So need to analyze that.
Okay, so now you are saying, oh, Alexa, Siri, and all of these are audio-based devices. Correct?
Yeah, IVR also, like the older one.
Okay, makes sense. Correct. Now, how do you think we should do it? How do you think we should deal with audio data? What should be our move? Meanwhile, Ajin, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sharing you one more notebook, yeah. Okay. Please share it with the wider group.
Sure, sir.
Yes, how do you think we should be doing it?
You can convert that into text.
Exactly.
And then we have already been studying about text transformation still now.
Correct. Right? So yeah, with the notebook which I've sent you now has that part, right? Where you convert audio into text. There are multiple libraries. The one which I've taken is simple. And koi bhi audio file le lo. I can send you one audio file also on which you can run it.
Please do share an audio file. Also, which library generally you suggest? One from Google or anything else you have preference?
Anything else. Python is compatible with multiple open source APIs. So you once Ajin shares the notebook, you can open the notebook. It will quickly explain. Okay. I've put for all of you in the notebook. So once Ajin shares with you, Krishna, please share your screen.
Yeah, I can share the screen now also.
You have it ready already.
I just need a audio file.
Oh man. Is it Krishna?
Yeah.
Krishna, you're awesome.
Thank you. Please give me your sign book.
I will.
Okay, so this is recorded also.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So now, fantastic job, right? Which means that Krishna is not dependent on any mentors here. Give him the foundation. He'll go and explore the world to find the solution. That's the attitude everybody needs to if you want to be in AI space, AIML space. Trust me on this. 10 years back, I just knew correlation. I didn't knew any ML models. I didn't know NLP never existed then. Deep learning, I didn't knew nothing. You think, okay, I went to any classes or coaching to get there? No. If you are in AIML space, if you are 30% of the time you spend in learning every day, mark my words. And if you don't have zeal to learn, if you don't want to learn, then this is not the right space for you. Do you get that?
Yep.
Now, Ajin, did you share those two things?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay. Next is, okay, maybe I'll share for your computer vision documents also. Okay. And okay. Yep. No, no, scroll down, scroll down. All of this is NLP. All of this is advanced NLP, in fact. Yes. Yes, here you go. This is the code, right? Where you can try with your own voice using Pi audio and speech recognition. Scroll up. And that is what I think, Krishna, you did, right? Scroll up, scroll up. Scroll up.
Yeah.
Right? This one. Converting speech to text. I think you used this Google one.
Yes, I did this one. Yes, Google one. Yes, sir.
Correct. Where you take this mail.wav file. It supports all kind of audio formats, right? And then it converts into text. So if you see there, that's about it. I want everybody to focus on this 4.9 code, 20 cell number 28 and 29. See if you can understand and run it quickly on any audio file or your own voice.
Yeah, it works for me.
Good. And any
I'm able
questions?
to run this.
Any questions on the code?
No, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. If you know Python programming, you should be good. Okay, next.
Sir, it seems like with Pi audio there is some issue.
Yeah, maybe that got depreciated. You should find some other libraries.
Okay.
The library is not more valid anymore. The code is not more valid. The code is throwing some error.
Yeah.
Okay. Which means that forget. I mean, you have Google ones, right? That's the most
Yeah.
reliant, right? I mean, you don't need anything else. Scroll down. Scroll down. You can try this as well. And then, more importantly, this, right?
This one.
Yes. Again, you have to. If you're building an Alexa, you have to again convert text to speech, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So this is the library we use to convert text back to speech. So the text which I'm passing is I like this NLP book, and you use this, it gets converted, and it gets saved in audio.mp3. Done.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it works. Correct. Now, one more thing is maybe text can be in terms of multiple languages. Now, how do you deal it? If you want to do text cleaning, you convert French into English, and then you do all of the processing, and then finally convert back English to French. Right now, Goslet is a library which will help you translate your text into different languages, whatever language you want. Everybody, please make sure you open this 3.2 day notebook and importantly do three things. First thing, read audio file, convert audio file into text file. Second thing, vice versa, convert text into audio. Third, do language translation. Three important things. I want everybody to execute. Understand the code and execute.
Sir, I will have to look for Goslet also.
Yep.
It's not getting built up.
Okay, then
Build.
Yeah. Then try to see if there are any other good libraries which have come in recent past.
Should I try to use from Microsoft MS Translate?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, seems like this will work.
Okay.
Yeah. And in the example, it has got Chinese to English.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if it works here. Okay. Socket. Get new connection error. Okay, I got it. Sir, I'm getting some kind of error. And it's socket error, get address info failed. I don't know why.
Anyone else who got language translation up and running?
Trying it, sir.
I'm gonna give it a third try with IBM Bluemix. If it works.
Krishna, for you, the ghost late did not work, is it?
No, it was not able to build up in my local.
Okay, can I share my screen? It seemed to work for me.
Okay. I know it's
Just
some
it's very simple. I just
yeah.
This is what I got. Is everyone else getting this or? So Akhilesh sir, I'm able to get it, showing it on the screen.
Okay.
This is fine, sir?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it high word in English?
Sorry?
Is it high word in English?
Didn't get you.
Yeah, right,
Is it
right. Yeah, that's
high
good.
word?
That's got it. Got right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I also got it.
I believe everybody is good with three things, like I mentioned: audio to text, text to audio, language translation. Until unless I get vote from everyone, a hands up from everyone, I'm not moving forward.
Sir, it will take some time for me. In my local, I don't have the setup tools installed.
Okay.
I will have to install the setup tool, and then this will start building. Mine one is not a Conda one; it's a custom Python package that I have built completely.
But you understood, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great.
I was just trying to figure it out the problem, and then I got to know that a package setup tools is missing. Once installing it, and then all these other imports and pip installs will work.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I see only one hand being raised. No one else?
I'm testing to see if it takes other languages, my local languages or so, other than English.
I mean, most of the libraries support very common languages, but you want very specific, then we need to figure out those specific ones. So recently, I'm not sure what are libraries they support, but I see some some are supporting Hindi, some are supporting the other local regional languages and whatnot.
So if I have to find for Tamil, I have to look for the documentation on what is the code they put. Right? For English, they have en.
So what is the instruction to install Pi audio? I'm getting an error. I'm saying keep install Pi audio, but it is saying um, finished with status error. So it is not installing correctly.
Sorry, come again.
So I'm getting an error while trying to install the Pi audio. It is saying command error out with exit status and failed building wheel for Pi audio.
Yeah. That's the issue with either your environmental variables or there's some issue with your issue with the library itself.
Same thing, it's asking for Visual Studio.
Correct. I mean, the library is depreciated or something.
Is there any alternative library of PyAudio?
Yes.
Okay, we'll check.
Yeah. Many are there. Okay. So I hope everybody is good and we are good to move forward.
Sir, when I am trying to convert Hindi to English, it is not translating in a proper way.
Okay.
I mean, I put sentence "आपके क्या हाल चाल है?" Finding from the Google, and
Okay.
it is converting "What are your tricks?"
Good one.
So one question that I have, since we frequently come across just the libraries getting, deprecated. So suppose like, if this is shipped to a client and they were to use it, what happens there?
Sorry, come again.
Ganesh here, sir. My question is, so we have been coming across the situation where these libraries are like getting deprecated. If we were to ship this as an end product to the client,
Yeah. No.
what happens
These are the major issues in AI/ML. You use some library, either that is not been updated or it's not been used for a while. Done. That doesn't work on the late. Suppose let's say if Pandas gets updated or upgraded, your rest of the library should be upgraded accordingly. So that's the reason whenever you're using any library, you make sure that you go to their Git and see how many pushes have been made recently.
Okay.
Correct. If you say that in the last 6 months there was no improvement on that, or no pushes or no code changes, which means that they're not doing it actively. You shouldn't be relying on them.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that risk will be always there.
Are we good? Is everybody good? Yes, no?
So when I'm trying to install the Pi audio, I'm actually getting error.
Yeah, you should find an alternate for that.
Okay. So it depends on the version or something like that, right?
Correct. Yeah. There are multiple libraries. There are at least 50 to 100 libraries for doing all of these tasks. The one which I took were popular in 2017, right? But now I think there are many which came into the picture. Okay. Now, what is computer vision? What is computer vision? Can anyone please explain me what is computer vision?
It's about processing images.
Sorry?
Image processing.
Image processing.
Image analysis to extract some information.
Image analysis to extract some information. Okay. Meanwhile, Ajin, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I wanted your help in terms of having a quiz. So we're gonna have a quiz
Sure, sir.
immediately after lunch, so that you can prep
Okay.
something in your lunch time, right? So this whole quiz is gonna be on text. Do you have access, Ajin? Do you have access to those quiz which we conducted previously? Can you see those?
Which one, sir?
There's a quiz by name, Module 4 quiz for A01 and A02. I think we conducted.
AI01, sir.
Yeah, 01 and 02 for both the batches we conducted a quiz. I conducted a quiz.
Okay, so let me check on that. Give me a second, sir.
Okay. Check if you have those. Otherwise, I'm sending you again. You have still an hour
Okay, sir.
to enable it, so that exactly at 2 p.m. you're gonna start with quiz. Okay?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's on text data. Whatever we covered so far, it's on that. And the questions are a bit tricky. Okay. It's not about how much you're scoring in it, it's about how much you have understood it. Right? If you felt it's confusing, it's good, which means that you're understanding the question. Okay. So Ajin, by either ways, I'm gonna send you the quiz questions and answers both to you. Don't send it to anyone. Just validate if you have these already there, which you can enable directly for
Okay,
these
sir.
ones. Otherwise, you'll have to create that using this.
Okay, sir. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
I'll do that. Yeah.
whistling later.
Sir, I'm able to install Pi Audio using Keepwin,
Okay.
but I'm not sure it's working because I'm getting a message like time over thanks. So I didn't see it is printing what I'm saying. I'm not sure why.
Ajin, hope the 2 p.m. quiz is on, irrespective of whether you are able to find the old ones or not.
Yes, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so may ensure I've shared the questions as well as answers with you. Ensure you do that. And then along with this, there's going to be one more question. Okay? There's going to be one more question, which is not an objective question. So these quiz are objective questions. Correct? These quiz are objective questions, but there's going to be one which is non-objective, which is a one-liner.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So wherein one-liner question, which is probably I'll type in and send it to you. Okay. It's just an objective question. Sorry, not an objective question. You have to write it. Yeah. Ajay, if you can see, that's the only question I have, which is descriptive question, wherein they have to type in an answer for it.
Okay.
So this will be question number 30 in that quiz.
Done, sir.
They have to write. Okay. And the timing for completion of this quiz is maybe the last one needs a lot of time. Again, you all are open to use Google and whatnot. Only for the last question, not for the objective ones. Is that clear? Strictly no to Google, because all of your screens will be tracked. We will know who used Google and not. Only for the last question you can use Google. Am I clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So again, you will have 35 minutes to solve this quiz. 35 minutes. Okay?
Sure,
Do you need some more time to prep on the things we have covered so far? Or your 1 hour lunch break is sufficient, or you need 1 hour 15 minutes break? Yes?
Yes, sir. We'll do it after this.
So you want us to stop now and continue computer vision or image processing after the quiz? Which means you'll be getting 15 minutes extra break to prepare for the quiz.
Please respond. I think no one is responding to Akshay sir's question.
Yeah. So it'd be good to have.
Okay with me.
The problem is I'm not getting what difference I will make in 15 minutes. So.
Okay, no. So this score, the quiz marks. So for 29 questions, you're gonna get 29 marks. Each question carry 1 mark, and then for final question, it carries 71 marks. So it's a 100-mark quiz. And in your final exam, this contributes 20%.
So the quiz will be from whatever you taught till now.
Yes,
Day one
nothing
and day two.
what I taught. It will be only within the coverage of text processing. Yeah. Any questions you see out of syllabus or which you don't know? That's okay. We can penalize for those.
Ajin, where is the quiz released? I don't see it actually.
No, you can see it at 2 p.m.
At 2 p.m. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We wouldn't show you now. We wouldn't show you now.
Sir did not share the screen while transferring to Arjun.
That's why I did not share my screen.
Okay. It is in the assignments tab, right? The quiz will be.
Yeah, Ajin will tell you. Ajin will guide you.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. The assignment stuff.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I'll take another 5 minutes introduction for image and then I'll leave you for break. Okay.
Sir, the portion of Audio to text, will it be part of it?
No, no.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sir, because in my local it's not running now.
No, no, no. Don't worry. It's nothing to do with your code. It's all theoretical
Okay.
question.
Okay,
Just
then
check if
it's
you've understood the concept well or not.
okay.
Sir,
Okay.
at least allow us to use the Google because
Yeah,
the classes went on and I mean, I could not go through the last time video also.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fine. Use Google if you feel. But again, I wouldn't recommend using Google for at least 1 to question number 29. There is no learning, right? The reason why we are having quizzes, I'm making you think, right? And which will increase your power to digest things. So it's fine if you're attempting wrong. It's fine if your questions are out of syllabus. That's fine. But think on a bit for all of those questions and then answer.
Sir, we are ready to think. The only problem is marks.
Don't worry, we will penalize. Right? Post quiz, anyways, we're gonna do a brainstorming, right? On all the questions.
Okay.
So that point of time, if you feel that, oh no, this is out of syllabus, oh no, this is I was not aware, or this is illogical, we'll penalize for that. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now I'm sharing my screen and let me know once it's up. Is it up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, you do 3 simple steps. One is how to read an image, how to process the image, how to extract features from it, and then ML model, any deep learning model, right? This is the life cycle. Now, input image goes like this. You do some processing, you do feature extraction, and then you build a model. I'll share this document with you. Okay. Now, very, very important. This is how the image is. But do you know how this is how human sees the image? But do you know how computer sees the image? Yes. Correct.
Pixel by pixel.
Yes. So the biggest advantage of image versus text is you don't have to worry about converting this into features because there are already numbers and numbers can be understood by computers or algorithms. Whenever you read an image, this is how computer sees the image. And what are these numbers? These are pixel densities. Pixel densities of your RBG or whatever color, right? RGB. So this is how RGB. This is the colored image. Let's say you'll have these 3 values against it. Intensity of R, pixel intensity of R, pixel intensity of G, pixel intensity of B. 3D metrics. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's wherein our life becomes simple or easier. We don't have to worry about, okay, this is image. How do you convert image to numbers? Because computer or algorithms already see it has numbers. Now, how do you read image data in Python? And how can we read these numbers in Python? How can we extract these numbers from Python? So we will see all of that when we complete our quiz and get on to image processing. Is that clear? Yes? Yes, no?
Right, sir.
Yes.
Okay, pretty easy. Now we'll deep dive bit into this once the quiz is done. There are a few more concepts which I want you to be aware of. Once we do that, we'll get on to the hands-on part. We'll get on to the lab sessions. Okay. So meanwhile, I'll give you 10 more minutes extra break if you want for a quick revision on the day 1 and first half of today so that you're prepared for quiz. And then exactly at 2 p.m. Ajin is going to send you the link to start the quiz. And your quiz ends at 2:35. You'll get 35 minutes. 20 minutes for the quiz, objective quiz, 15 minutes for the descriptive question, last descriptive question. Clear?
Okay, sir.
All right then. Okay. So see you all exactly at 2:35 with a happy face after your quiz.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Best of luck.